Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to learn how to make our own Scoby for making kombucha from store-bought kombucha. In order for this to work, you need a kombucha that says pure and raw kombucha. You do not want one that is pasteurized. It's probably better to just get one that has sediments at the bottom, which shows you that it actually has some baby mother at the bottom. I'm using the GT raw kombucha. Here I have 16-ounce filtered water that I added 2 bags of premium British Tetley black tea. It's probably a good idea to actually start your Scoby with black tea instead of using green tea. You can actually make your kombucha with green tea after you already have your Scoby. To this tea, we are going to add about 2 tablespoons of powdered cane sugar, and we're gonna mix. We're gonna let it dissolve completely. To check the temperature, we're going to check the temperature of the tea right now. It's about 140 degrees Fahrenheit. You do want the tea to cool down, so you can either cool it down, you can let it sit and slowly cool down to about between 65 degrees and 100 degrees. Or you can put it in a nice bath to cool down, or put it in the refrigerator to cool down. So I am going to put it in the refrigerator to cool down, and then we'll come back and make our Scoby. This is the mason jar that I'm going to use. I have already sterilized it. This is hot water. You want to make sure that everything is sterilized. And to be honest with you, once you start this, you really don't want to put it next to any other thing that you're fermenting, whether it is yogurt or you're fermenting anything else, because you don't want cross-contamination of the organisms. The tea has cooled down, so let's figure out what the temperature is. It is about 89 degrees. Next, we want to add it in the mason jar that we sterilized, pressing all the liquid off of the tea bag. Next, we want to add about a cup of the store-bought GT raw kombucha, and you want to make sure that you actually get the bottom part. So I'm gonna take some off and then pour the rest in there. I'm gonna rinse it out, make sure I got everything at the bottom, and then we mix. I'm going to check the temperature. It is currently at 75 degrees Fahrenheit. So you want to cover it and put a ring over it. The whole idea is to get something that is breathable, that will keep things off, but allows oxygen, because this is an aerobic fermentation. So, and what we will now do is to go and keep this in a cupboard or in a pantry, and we're going to leave it for about 4 weeks. But we will check on it periodically to see how it's doing. I'm going to drink this because you can't waste it. Amazing. So we're going to put this in the pantry in a dark place, and we'll keep you updated. It is important to label it. I'm going to write on the bottle and put the date. Now we can go and put it away. Here is an update on the Scoby that we're making from store-bought GT brand, and we are 14 days in, and you can see that it is already forming. It smells very acidic. It's almost like it's maturing. And then there's also some mother at the bottom. And actually drink this. We're gonna leave it for another 2 weeks to see how it does. We'll keep you updated. To be honest, first 3 days it really didn't do anything. After the 3rd day, it began to just go crazy and started coalescing on top with lots and lots of foams. This is just making the Scoby from store-bought. All right, so here is an update for our Scoby that we started from store-bought GT raw kombucha. So I'm going to go wash my hand, then I'll come back and we'll get an update. So here we go. Oh, look at that. It is getting really nice and thick. So this is about 3 weeks old, and let's dig in. Wow, look at it. It looks like 2 of them together. We're gonna put it back. It's almost about a 1/4 inch thick, which means it should be ready to be used. But I'm gonna let it go a little bit longer and see how thick it can get. You can actually taste the kombucha to see how acidic it is. Wow, actually not too acidic. It's really, really good. So you can start your own Scoby from store-bought raw kombucha with no flavor at all. I'm also doing an experiment with flavored kombucha to see whether or not, I can grow my own Scoby from that. That is still going. That was started about 2 weeks after this was started. So from here you can see it is so easy to make your own Scoby, or you can buy it. Now the question is, how do I maintain my Scoby? I can literally use this as a Scoby hotel and keep adding my Scobies in here, and you can keep them in here for as long as you want. They like to live in an acidic environment. If you grow enough Scoby, you can give them away. Each time you make kombucha, you grow another Scoby on top of the one that you already have. In no time, you're going to have plenty of Scobies. Some people dehydrate them and use them in certain food because it is pure probiotic. And you can give some away. You can make enough to sell. Nothing is impossible. I can make these things and still work full-time job as a medical doctor. If I can do it, anybody can do it. If this video has been of value to you, please like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification button so we can notify you when we upload new videos. This is Dr. Okeke. Thank you and God bless.